Well, thank you very much, Harrison. And I can see one thing very clear, that this whole week was a week of serious fun, because I hear what you have been doing. I think some of you had some drinks on the terrace with Jeremy. I heard you went to Ocean Park. You were to the HKMA. I think you had a fantastic program. So, and I can see that there's a lot of fun in this group. So it's a great pleasure to have you all here. So also on behalf of myself, welcome at ING. In that respect, I'm a little bit lucky that I don't speak Chinese, because sometimes a picture can say more than 1,000 words. And if I see all of you here together, and I see people sharing their ideas, and I think it was Alex coming up with ING. I think I can clearly see there's a lot of positive energy here, and I'm pretty sure you all enjoyed your stay here in Hong Kong. So it's a great pleasure that you all have been here. I'll keep it very short. I just like to invite you to have some questions, if any, in a minute. Just to share with you, you all read the newspapers, and there's a lot of things happening in the financial markets right now. And I think you're privileged, and I think you are lucky that you are here right now at this time. And why I say this is that it's easy if you're in a bull market. Everybody makes money, and it's easy to do business. But I think right now, in a challenging environment, I think that's where the real quality of people comes up. And there, I think you all will be having a lot of challenges ahead of you. I think some of you are closing your graduations and looking for jobs in the future. Obviously, that looked a little bit different a year or 2 years ago than it does today. But I think this kind of experience, meeting your friends from different places, talking about your personal impressions, your personal experiences, and learning something in the meantime, I think this will definitely give you a lot of good luggage to bring along with you in the start of your career. And I think the financial services industry in that respect is a great business to be in, and it will continue to be a great business to be in. And more it will become important to have better qualified people in the business. And I obviously hope that many of you very highly talented people will knock on our door somewhere in the future and say, hey, I'd like to join you because I believe you guys have a good company. So feel free to do that in the near future when you have all your graduations done and your papers and your exams finished. But let me finish with saying again, 谢谢. Thank you very much for joining the program. I know some of you will stay here for another couple of days, and I always say, and I know business is business, and we at the end of the day need to make some money to pay salaries and to pay our shareholders. But don't forget, life is about fun, life is about excitement, life is about experiences. And I hope that over the next couple of days, if you still hang around here in Hong Kong, do your things, look around, go shopping, make friends, do things you've never done before. You can do it, There's no limit. So, if any one of you has any question, whatever it is about, how old I am, what's my favorite color, what do you think of the stock markets, how is your business doing? Please feel free to ask any questions if you have any. I think that's Alex, no or no?
Yeah. How many girlfriends do you have?
You want the official or the unofficial?
Off the record.
Off the record.
Yeah.
Well, let me give you the serious answer first. I have four women. One is my wife, two are my girls, and 6 years old and 3-year-old, and the rest I'll tell you after a couple of years.
How many years have you worked in ING?
Okay, that's a good question. I'll give you a little bit of my background, because It might not be the most obvious background you would expect from somebody standing here today. I worked 12 years in the beer business. CD, Heineken, Beijing. So I started my career as I studied banking and finance in Amsterdam, in Holland. That's where I'm from. Amsterdam. Yeah. Then I joined, after graduating, having a master's in banking and finance. I thought I worked for the Dutch Central Bank during my studies. I went to India to do a traineeship with ABN AMRO Bank, and then I thought, what do I like to do? I like to drink, to party. Why don't I join a beer company? And at that time, and still, I'm pretty sure most of you would be familiar with the brand Heineken. Heineken is also a Dutch brand, like ING, like Philips, like Shell, like many Dutch companies are around the world. I joined the company and traveled around. I was in finance, in sales and marketing, market research, general management. And my last job was managing director of Heineken Hong Kong. And then I saw, wow, these bull markets and all my friends in banking making so much money, and I was like, hey, this is interesting. Maybe I should do something with that. But to make a long story short, at that time they were looking for somebody to manage a business here in Hong Kong. And well, I said, why not? I like it. It's great. From a personal perspective, I like it very much that my kids are here in this part of the world. My kids speak better Mandarin than I do. And I think that's something which is good for them, because I think over the next move up the ladder in your career, it's more about people management, how to motivate people, how to get changes realized, how to really get things into motion. So my degree would be an MBA, and I have a lot of small things, ticks here, and things which you need to have to get into a job. I think to develop yourself in a broader way, I think is very important. That's where a program like this, when I was a student, I joined many of these programs from many companies. You can learn a lot, you meet a lot of people, you make new friends, you build up a network, and maybe some of you join ING. Great, maybe some of you join another company, but maybe you do business together later. So, I think that's very important.